My name is Jessie. I'm a nursery sales associate here at Farmer John's, and today I'd like to welcome you to some information on fabulous fall foliage that'll give you color in your garden even into late October. I'm going to start out today informing you about some trees that I think are really beautiful. This is a lovely Korean maple. It's not your typical Japanese maple. It has a beautiful spring foliage, lovely color at that time, kind of a reddish pink, and then it goes green during the summer. But I think the real draw on this is the beautiful orangey red color it gets in the fall. It will get to about 10 feet and maybe a little wider, 10 feet height, a little wider, but it has really good cold tolerance, and it also will have really good heat tolerance. Most leaf maples have a little problem with that, but this will tolerate that kind of heat stress. Let's go to the paperbark maple. I have this tree in my backyard and it's beautiful, especially in the fall. I've had it there for maybe 20 years now. It doesn't get really big. It's probably not as tall as my house. I have a 2-story house. The real draw on this is the fall foliage. It's going to go from yellows to oranges to reds. And the one nice thing about the paperbark maple, no tar spot. A lot of trees on my block have tar spot. This does not get that problem. Let's look at the Franklin tree. This is a beautiful little tree. No longer exists in the wild. It is extinct, but somebody had the good sense to collect seeds, and now it is widely available in the nursery trade. This obviously has a beautiful color already for fall, but it also in August and into September and October has these lovely little white flowers. This can take a little shade, but it will be a smaller tree and can take a more acidic soil, good organic soil. This is a nice plant. So if we look here at the shrubs, okay? Everybody's familiar with spirea, the candy corn. It has this beautiful golden and orange tone foliage in the summer, but I think the real draw is the aronia or chokecherry. This has a beautiful little white flower in the spring, but in the fall, it'll be green the rest of the summer, but in the fall, look at the color it's developing already. This will rival a burning bush, and it's short, maybe 2-3 feet high, 2-3 feet wide, a really pretty plant. Everybody's familiar with hydrangeas. Little quickfire, beautiful fall flowers. It will take a lot of sun, but I like, my personal favorite is the oak leaf hydrangea. This fall color, it's already starting to turn these deep burgundy purples. It has a large white flower that turns bright red as they age. It's very cold tolerant, so the buds can survive winter and then flower the next year. Nice plant there. I'm sure everybody's aware of buddleia. This is a beautiful one called Miss Molly, bright pink flowers, pinky purple. But I'm also going to point out the witch hazel, Arnold's Promise, gets this beautiful golden orange foliage in the fall. This is just starting. What's really special about Arnold's Promise, it's a little bit larger shrub, but it has beautiful early spring flowers. Very nice shrub, this. We want to go to the perennials here. Everybody's familiar with asters. A good plant for a sunny spot, as long as it's kept moist. You'll get that brilliant purple flower. Everybody is aware of Autumn Joy or Autumn Fire. They have that dusty rose flower, but this is one called Neon. Bright pink flowers, a real standout in the garden during fall. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of pennisetums. This will give a real nice upright look to grasses in the full sun. It'll be a little taller than the typical pennisetum you might see out there now. Redheads become very popular. This is a lovely plant in the spring, but I really like it for this bright purpley green foliage in summer. It just really sets off other plants. It has just a shiny green foliage, really does well in the sun. If you're looking for something for shade, this Aurelia Sun King. This is 2020 perennial plant of the year. Good reason. This will grow to about 3 feet high, 3 feet wide. Beautiful chartreuse green foliage. It really will be a standout in a shadier spot. I think it looks wonderful with something like the Pulmonaria. I like that contrast of the dark green and that bright green foliage. Both these plants, great for a shady spot. Pulmonaria does have flowers in the spring, but this will remain that foliage just so you can enjoy that silvery spotted green foliage all summer. Here's another good plant for fall color. Japanese anemones. Bright pink little flowers. This one's Red Riding Hood. And then we have September Lucky Charm. A little bit bigger flower. Really has a nice addition to a fall garden and shade. Of course, everybody's familiar with the Stilbies. This one's called Color Flash. A little bit darker foliage. Really makes, again, a nice contrast with that bright green foliage on the Sun King. And you can leave these seed heads up during the winter. Will give a nice look to your even during the winter garden. That's it for perennials and shrubs, trees. I hope that gave you some information that you can use in your own garden. I would really like to see you come out. I'm glad to help you with your landscape selections. And everybody, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.